Let's see what happens again. Hold on. So yeah, I'm gonna have to call T-Mobile and see what is going on with this connection. This is not working out for me. It's not working out for me. But anyways, we're gonna start this over again. So let's start this over again. I'm going to put that into the chat. Okay. All right. So today we're gonna start over again. If you guys hear somebody crying, a baby is crying. It's crazy. So we're gonna start this over again, this live, and hopefully we can get through it smoothly. Okay. All right. If connection messes up again, we're just gonna let it be what it is. All right. So, anyways, so we were talking about facial cleansers and acne, and I was saying that it is very important to think about when you are using cleansers that they are just there to reset and cleanse the skin, but they're not going to get to the core of clearing your acne. That is what your treatments are for. So that is what for your, serums and moisturizers that have the active ingredients like benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, and those things. Those are more so going to do a better job at, targeting your acne than a cleanser. I also touched on how when it comes to certain things, as far as like you will go into Ulta, for example, and you will see like Derma E has their acne line, right? And that's everything from like a face wash to a moisturizer. And you may think of like, well, can I use a face wash for excuse me, can I use a face wash that has active ingredients in it? And the answer is yes, you can, but you have to keep in mind that you're washing that off your face. It's not going to sit on the face and actually absorb into the skin and get to work like an actual serum or a moisturizer. Okay. Also, if you do choose to use a face cleanser that has active ingredients in it, buy the whole line from one brand. I spoke on that too. Buy that line from one brand because they're all formulated to go together. Therefore, you're getting the best results. If you are buying one ingredient here from one brand, one ingredient there from another brand, they all have their different formulations, and then you're throwing them on your skin and wondering why it's not working. Stick to one brand, buy everything in that brand, use it collectively, and see if it's something that works for you, especially when it comes to acne. But in general, I always say if when in doubt, just go with um, a more lightweight, fragrance-free face wash. So a few of my favorites are Dr. Bronner's baby soap. You can also use tea tree soap too, by Dr. Bronner's. I use that every now and then for my face. And then CeraVe's gentle foaming face wash is also great. Those are my top two um, face washes that I like to use, and they do well. They do extremely well. They don't overstrip my skin. They don't do none of that, because that's also a key thing when it comes to acne, is that you don't want to use anything that is going to strip the skin. Okay, stripping the skin can cause your skin to produce more oil, which can cause you to have more breakouts. Okay, so you don't want to do that. All right. What else did we touch on? But yeah, just pretty much just knowing that cleansing the face for acne is just really about resetting it. Okay. And your products with your serums and all that, that's going to be what really gets down to the nitty gritty. All right. In the Lovely Clear Skin playbook, I have a whole morning and night routine breakdown for you in there. This is going to help you guide you into what to use for your morning routine and what to use for your night routine. The morning routine should always be a little bit more lightweight because you are going to be putting on makeup more than likely. You're going to be outside in the elements more than likely. So, usually, lighter is better for the morning, and for night is where you can really get into your treatments. All right, because you're going to be sleeping. And what does the body do when you sleep? It rejuvenates, it heals, and that just plays into also doing the same for products with your skin. Okay, you're going to be sleeping, the real definition of beauty sleep. Okay, also in the Clear Skin playbook, I do break down the different types of skin types, as well as different acne types. That's very important to know, because depending on your skin type and your acne type, you are going to approach it differently. All right. If your acne is more hormonal or more dry acne, they're two different things. We're going to deal with them differently. And so it's important to know those key things so that when you are looking for products, when you are building your skincare routine, you know exactly how to build it for you. All right. And that is really, really important. Okay. You want to make sure that you are tailoring your skincare routine to you, not what somebody else is doing, because everybody's skin is different. And if you want to see the results, you have to know what your skin likes and what your skin doesn't like, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And that all comes with trial and error as well. Okay. Um, what else? In the Clear Skin playbook, you guys hear me talk about this a lot. We also talk about lifestyle. Lifestyle is something that I've really been zoning in on to talk to you guys about a lot, because we overlook it so much that it becomes something that is plays a major role in your skin, but people don't pay any attention to it. Like your lifestyle, your stress, your daily habits, they all form and they all contribute to how your skin reacts. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you could throw all the products that you want on your skin, right? If your lifestyle is not in alignment with what you want out of your skin, you're not going to get it. You can't be partying and drinking every day and expect yourself to have clear skin. No, you're going to have to sacrifice, okay, so that you can get to the goal in which you. All right. Um, what else? All right. So, hi, my friend Leah says hi and thinks you're amazing. Want to say something back? Oh, I don't know who Leah is, but hey, how you doing, girl? How you doing? Um, Layla, hi Layla, how you doing? Also, too, I just want to open up the chat. If you guys have any questions about acne, any skincare questions, please let me know. If the chat is going in and out, it's because they're having a connection issue with T-Mobile. So I gotta call them after this because yeah, it's been too long. Um, but yeah, do you guys have any skincare questions? And the link to the Clear Skin Playbook is in the chat. So you guys can go and get your hands on that as well. Um, yeah. But the whole thing too with the Clear Skin Playbook is that I created it so that it's just a guide for you guys. It's something that is to the point. It's something that is, you know, it's a breakdown of what you need to do, but it's to the point. I have when I was on my acne journey, I was just like, you went through the hoops of everything. And I just got to a point where I was like, you know what? I just want something that's just going to break this down for me, make it simple. Let's get to the point. You know what I'm saying? And this wasn't around when I was going through what I was going through when it came to my acne. You feel me? Okay, so hey Layla, I see that you commented. You said, with a rash on my face, what skincare products should I use? Now, before we get into skincare products, what caused the rash? Whenever you have a rash, before you can start to say, what is it? What do I use? Where did it come from? What caused the rash? Weather, dry weather? Oh, because it's colder. Where do you live? Do you live in a colder element? I need to know some key things before I tell you what I'm about to tell you. Do you live in a Is it snowing where you live? It probably is super cold where you live. You got a rash on your face. I'm thinking that it has to be because it's super cold. And see, when you live in super cold elements, people lack on moisturizing and protecting the skin. So you want to make sure, number one, that you are properly moisturizing. It's cold and dry, but where, what region? I need to know so I can get a cold and dry. Okay. Well, you need to make sure that you are moisturizing your skin and protecting the skin. So, like, depending on if you're going to be outside, you need to Ohio. Okay. Thank you. Now I can get more of an idea of where you are. The thing about it is that you need to make sure that you are moisturizing heavily. Okay. You need to be using a thick cream on your skin, unless you are oily skin prone. But if you are not oily skin prone and you are more dry, you need to be using a thicker moisturizer to protect the skin. And then also, you probably want to wrap your face up before you go outside. Yep. You have dry skin? Yep. So you want to be using something that has like a thick cream, a very thick facial cream. You want to put that on. And then I would say you need to be wearing something, either put a scarf around your face when you go outside, just something to protect the skin from the elements, because we don't have fur like animals. Okay, animals got fur. We got a little hair, but that don't, when it comes to cold things, that don't mean nothing. So we have to use clothing to protect ourselves. And also, it does not matter how much you use as far as like skincare. Our skin is delicate, so I would say apply a thick layer of moisturizer on, and then wrap your face with a scarf or something to protect your face from the elements. You can also do something like possibly throw some Vaseline on top or oil to seal in the moisturizer. You can also do, well, Vaseline is really thick, but if you're going to be out there in them elements, Vaseline is probably going to work its best. And then use something to cover your face. Oh, thank you, Layla. I appreciate it. And you're welcome. You're welcome. That is what I'm here for. Okay. Always feel free to ask me any questions about anything that you need to know when it comes to skin. But yeah, like I think when it comes to harsher weather, the best bet is to protect your skin. hmm And I mean by clothing. Okay. Don't just be going out here raw dogging the weather. All right. Because it will get you. It will get you. And I'm from California, so I say the same thing when it comes to like being out in the sun. I tell women all the time, you can't be out in the sun baking yourself like a freaking rotisserie chicken. You're going to burn. You're going to age. Put you can tan. Tanning is fine, but after some time with tanning, cover up, put on a nice sweater, put on a light little throw or something, put on your hat, protect yourself from those elements because they will tear your skin up, cold or hot. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. Important. And thank you so much for that question because the elements are very important to protect yourself from. And I appreciate you asking that question, especially now with the weather. Okay, and how it's cold and people got to be out there walking. Yeah. But it's like it's like freezer burn before the skin. It's like freezer burn before the skin, and I know that stuff does not feel good. Mm-mm. Do you guys have any other questions for me? Any other questions for me? When it comes to acne and cleansers. I feel like now too, there is so much information out here that is very helpful when it comes to dealing with acne or a lot of any skincare issues. But the problem is this, right? I feel like there are so many people out there, especially with the world of just trying to sell you something, that it takes away from people who are actually knowledgeable about the proper skincare techniques and the proper things for skincare. You have people who are just trying to sell people stuff, who are just influencers, who are not in the industry, just throwing products out there. And people are just buying it, right? They're not really knowing what to look for. Uh, oh, yeah, of course, Layla. Thank you. Yeah, anytime, anytime. Anytime you have a question, listen, harass me, okay? That is what I'm here for. But yeah, so yeah, and speaking of that is what I'm here for. But yeah, this is the reason why I'm very passionate about skin. I've been in industry for about what? It's been like 8 years now with me being working with clients and things of that sort. And you know, I feel like over the years, as the internet developed more and things came about, there's so much information out there that is beneficial for people. And I always tell you guys, do your research. Like, go into Google, pop in what you need to pop in and figure it out. But I also can see the confusion about certain things because you got people on here giving advice in areas that they shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Or just trying to sell you something. And so it really does take away from that, like, do they know what they're really talking about, or are they just trying to tell me something? Are they really knowledgeable in XYZ, or are they just trying to tell us something? You know what I'm saying? And I honestly feel like no one should be taking any skincare advice from someone who's not a dermatologist, not an esthetician, not in the field working. Like, you should not be taking skincare advice from them. And I'm not saying that if you aren't licensed, you don't know what you're doing, but at the same time, there is so many levels to skin, like, that you have to be aware of and that you have to know about. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you don't know the basics of skin, what are you doing? You get what I'm saying? So, uh, yeah, yeah, that's how I feel about it. So I feel like, yeah, you got to be mindful of the information that you are taking online and from who. Okay, just because they're an influencer don't mean nothing. I have seen many people who are influencers jack their skin up. I have seen many influencers jack their skin up because they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. They're getting these PR packages in the mail, and they're just here to show you how they work. And they use all these products on their skin throughout the whole entire day. And now they're wondering why their barrier is messed up. They're wondering why they're breaking out because they're not knowledgeable in certain areas, right? But it takes away, I feel, from the people like me, you know, that are actually here to actually show you and educate you and tell you what is the importance of skin. And I am a walking testimony as well, right? Today, I've been on live and I haven't wore any makeup because y'all don't be believing. I be having some people in my comment section like, "Oh, you have on makeup and you have on a filter," and I'm like, "You must be new here. You must be new here." Because if you would look at my channel I've had this YouTube channel for what, 12 years now. Back then, what my skin looked like to what it looks like now, baby, we come a long way, you know. And I don't have anything to prove to anybody, but I've decided that, I should come on camera on live with no makeup on, just so that y'all can see I'm not playing when I'm saying I know how to deal with acne. I know how to deal with skin. I know the things. Like, this is not a game. This is real life over here. This is walking proof over here. You get what I'm saying? And the things that I'm telling you guys is because I've done it myself. I went through it myself. And patience is another thing. You guys don't have patience with your skin, and you cannot rush your skin to heal. That takes time. It takes love. It takes care. It takes the right products. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, you have to really give your skin that patience. But everybody wants to see quick results, and that's not how the skin works. I wish it did. I would have, listen, if we could get quick results from it, baby, my acne would have been cleared up the day of, okay? But acne is it's a process. It's a process. And I know your confidence can be down because nobody wants to talk to somebody with big old bumps and lumps on their face, especially if they're like bleeding and oozing stuff. I get it. You know what I'm saying? And then there's this whole thing with the pimple patches. So people are walking around with stars and moons all over their face trying to hide it. And I get it. I get it. Acne can have a negative impact on one's confidence, especially if you have cystic acne on the face. It is not something that anyone wants to walk around and look like. You get what I'm saying? But the whole thing with acne is that you have to get to the core of it, and you have to be patient with the process. And that is whether you are figuring it out on your own by, changing your lifestyle and products and just having the patience, or going in and seeing a dermatologist and getting on Accutane, or coming up with some type of plan with your doctor to figure out what's going on with your hormones. Like, either way, it's all a waiting game. It's all a trial and error. It's all a testing. It's all of seeing what works over here and that didn't work over there, and crossing your I's and dotting your T's, or dotting your T's and crossing your I's. Wait a minute. Dotting your I's and crossing your T's. Y'all know what I mean. But it's just all a system, and that is the reason why I say, when you reach the clear skin that you've been working hard and desiring to reach, from that point on, there is no stepping back and going back to acne. It is a forever journey to continue to keep your skin looking clear. You're going to continue those habits, continue those products, continue your lifestyle, continue to make sure that your skin is maintaining to be clear. Why? Because you know what it's like on the other end, and it ain't fun. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to go back. I listen, I don't want to go back. Oh, my lid. I don't want to go back to that. I know stress is no good for my skin. That's how I figured out in the beginning. So I like to stay away from things that stress me out. If it ain't something that we ain't stressing out about it, I don't care what it is. In this life that we live, and I'm gonna tell you this, a lot of the stuff that we stress about is not even worth it. Not only does stress run havoc, and we talk about this in the Clear Skin Playbook, not only does stress run havoc on the body, which can show up on the skin, but what it does to you internally, that shit can put you in the hospital. Excuse my language. Excuse my language. But that shit can put you in the hospital. And I don't know about you, but I'll pass. I will pass. So it's like, for me, I know stress is not doing it right for me. I know when I don't eat the best and I'm eating too much sugar and all that, I know my skin goes up, and my skin goes up. I know I just know what works for me and what doesn't work for me. Okay. And I think that that is very important for you to know as well. Okay. Um, so the Clear Skin Playbook the link is there. Go click it. Go get you one. Okay. When you click it, it's going to take you to the page where you buy it. I'm on Shopify. The ebook is $12. It's about like 14 pages, I believe. And then from there, when you click it, it will tell you to like download. It'll download for you. You can do it from your phone. Just open it, click it, and start your journey. Okay. 2026 is around the corner, and a lot of you guys want to start your new goals, and this is the best way to kick off your new year, by starting. You don't have to wait till the new year too. Let's scratch that. We don't do that really. You can start now, okay? With being better at taking care of your skin. But yeah, and just go ahead and get started. Start with that acne quiz and that skincare quiz, just so you know where your skin is, what your skin is like, the skin type and everything, so that you know moving forward how to build your skincare routine, what products to use, how to use them, and also to do your research. Okay. Google is free. I cannot say this enough with you guys. Google is free. All right. Pop in whatever ingredient you need to know into Google. All right. Look at the ingredients. And I'm going to say something else too. When you are looking at these ingredients, I highly, highly, and I want you guys to come in closely, okay? Make sure with acne and these ingredients that you are using, you are looking up what to not use, them with. Okay. A lot of you guys are not doing that part, and you are mixing ingredients, that's active ingredients together that should not be mixed together. And you're wondering why your skin is on fire and why it's burning, because you are using ingredients that should not be combined, or they cancel each other out. And then those active ingredients aren't doing what they need to do. You didn't know that, did you? Yeah. There are some active ingredients that cancel each other out, and then they're not doing anything. And then you're wondering, why am I not seeing the results? Because you're using two ingredients that cancel each other out, right? So when you are saying, let me go, let's just do this real quick. Let me just do this real quick, right? So you're like, oh, I'm really interested in using some salicylic acid, right? So you just hop yourself onto Google and just put into the Google search real quick, what not to use with salicylic. Hold on. Am I spelling that right? Hold on. Salicylic. Okay. Acid, right? Put that into Google real quick. Y'all, my phone is not working. This is what's happening. I have to call T-Mobile. I don't know what is wrong with their service. Well, I know what's wrong with their service, but anyways, y'all know what I mean. So you would go in and you would do the salicylic acid, and it would tell you what not to mix it with, right? You know what? We've been on here 26 minutes. T-Mobile's about to get it for me. I know it's a sidebar, but their service, there's a tower they said that's having an issue. This has been since last Sunday. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? And then they did the whole thing of like, the internet on my phone is not working at all. That's crazy. Okay. Anyways, but yeah. So that's pretty much that when it comes to what not to mix your ingredients with. All right. So I'm going to open the floor. Any other questions? Ooh. I feel like I need a nap. Well, after I curse T-Mobile out first, because they're gonna hear from me after this. Yeah, they're gonna hear from me after this. What are we paying phone bills for? Like, y'all gonna give me a discount? Because yeah. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that clicked into this live. And I will see you guys in a later one. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you are clicking the link to purchase that ebook of the Clear Skin Playbook. Okay. And I will see you guys in the next live. Bye.